Well, good evening, everybody. Happy Friday night. We're talking about the weather forecast for this evening, how fast temperatures are going to drop by tomorrow morning. And matter of fact, we're expecting a widespread freeze across San Antonio, across the region in the next 8 to 12 hours. So if you're heading out tomorrow morning early, make sure you bundle up. It's going to be very, very cold. Just want to make sure my audio is working a-okay this evening, I should say. And it is working just fine. Perfect. Okay, so it is cold out there. Matter of fact, we're already at 41. We're about to slip into the 30s later on the next hour or two. Matter of fact, I would say about 10 p.m. we're at about 39 degrees. And you can see how cold this air mass is across South Texas. I mean, from 39 in Eagle Pass to 41 here in the city, upper 30s out near Houston, already below freezing out north in Amarillo, OKC, DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth. They're at about 35 to 36 on this Friday night. And because of clearing skies and this very dry air mass, temperatures are going to go fast. And we're forecasting around 30 to 29 for San Antonio when it's all said and done for tomorrow morning. Allergy report 2 in the count for today. That's mold, which is the lighter of the two at 270, and mountain cedar is heavy at 1,470. So if you're sneezing, most likely the mountain cedar. Today's aquifer level, 662.5 feet. That's actually down from yesterday, about 0.4 of a foot. So we're trending in the wrong direction. We need rain, and it's not until about Monday we get at least the chance and opportunity at seeing a few showers. Matter of fact, the lack of rain has resulted in some pretty bad drought out there. You can see across our area, it's pretty bad from North Texas down into our region, and matter of fact, severe drought and extreme drought across the state has expanded slightly from the latest update, which came out yesterday, but this time last week it was down a little bit, but now you can see pretty bad conditions and pretty bad setup out near the Rio Grande, Eagle Pass, Maverick County, east into Cotulla, I-35 corridor, towards Tilden and McMullen County. That's where it's really bad. And in San Antonio, there is some moderate drought starting to creep in from west to east. And along the I-35 corridor towards Austin and towards Dallas, it's not terrible, but you can see a lot of darker shades of color on this map with the tan shades, the red shades, and it is just indicating not a good setup for drought. We need rain. Matter of fact, I actually checked some numbers, and we're trending towards the 4th driest winter on record so far. We've only seen about an inch of rainfall since winter began back in December, and it's just very dry. All right, good evening, everybody. Cynthia, hope you're having a wonderful night. It's 41, feels like 38. There is a wind out there, but it's not windy. It's actually calming down. Relative humidity running below 40%, so this air mass is very dry. 30s along the I-35 corridor, 35 already at Fredericksburg. So that's the closest spot right now. That's near freezing. 36 in George West. Still some lower 40s down I-35 towards Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, Pearsall at 43. And because of something what we call radiational cooling, all the heat we maintained earlier today, it's all going to escape, and our temperatures are going to cool very fast. And it's because of those things listed in that box, right? Clear skies, calm winds, dry air, all contributing to just very cold overnight temperatures. Matter of fact, this morning we got down to freezing, 20s across the hill country, and expect more of the same out there this evening and tomorrow morning. 39 at Randolph, 38 in New Braunfels, 39 in Seguin, and pretty similar numbers across the board. Now here's what one forecast model is saying, like we're about, let's say 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, and it says about 31 in San Antonio, but I do think it'll be a couple of degrees cooler than that. I do think we get back down to about 29, 30, just because of how clear the air is. This evening we'll fall fast to about 30 to 29 in San Antonio. Around the metro, a couple degrees cooler, for example, near Timberwood Park or Fair Oaks Ranch, Bernie area, likely in the middle 20s tomorrow morning around sunrise, which is around 7:30 in the morning. Lower 20s in Fredericksburg, Gillespie County, likely dipping down into some low-lying areas where the higher elevation kind of sinks near Kerrville, near Fredericksburg, likely in the upper teens tomorrow morning. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 19-degree reading tomorrow morning. And again, that's right before sunrise as temperatures cool down to their lowest temperature, the morning low. And if you're wondering how long will this freeze last in the overnight, a lot of folks like to have that question answered. So it looks like San Antonio will see, sub-freezing temperatures for the least 3 hours, for the max 5 hours, but it's really across the hill country there. They could see, sub-freezing temperatures for more than 6 hours. That's looking like the setup for the overnight. And less duration, less time for areas south near McMullen County towards the Rio Grande, towards Cotulla and B County, Victoria, Cuero, Karnes City. That's where they're expecting around freezing, probably around 32 to 33 by tomorrow morning, but it's going to be less of a duration of sub-freezing temperatures. So it's very important for plants. If you can, bring them in tonight. If not, cover them. But it looks like the hill country counties will see freezing temperatures, if not below that, for more than 6 hours for tomorrow morning. Likely between about 3 a.m. and about 8 a.m. is that window of sub-freezing temperatures from San Antonio towards the hill country. If you have plans tomorrow, looks great. Highs rebounding to about 53 to 54. It's going to be an overall beautiful day, but definitely colder than average. This time of year, we should be around 64. We'll be about 10 to 15 degrees below that for tomorrow afternoon, but still a sunny day nonetheless. And then by tomorrow night, the clouds do return. Now, at the moment, they're farther out in the Gulf. They're east and towards the Florida area, towards the eastern Gulf and the eastern seaboard. Matter of fact, they're dealing with the same system that moved through our area, but you can see out near the Carolinas towards West Virginia and Washington, D.C., that's where they're seeing a bit more activity. And you can see with the pink shades, that's indicating, freezing rain, sleet, and some widespread snow for Raleigh and North Carolina towards the Middle East Texas coast, and also into about, let's say, Washington, D.C. and near Virginia and up to New York. So that system's actually going to run up the northeast later on tonight and be a pretty quick mover, but if you're anywhere near that area, if you have any family in that area, that's where the weather is fairly active. For us, rain stays low. Not until about Monday it jumps up, and that's when we could expect at least a chance at showers and a few non-severe thunderstorms. It starts out west, and if you look closely, I'll actually draw this out. You can see kind of this bend in the upper level flow. There's a trough digging down, not too far from Las Vegas and California, and I'm just drawing that trough out, that U shape in the upper level flow. And that's some energy. And watch what happens into Sunday. It gets farther down into Mexico near El Paso, north of Arizona or south of Arizona and near the Baja Peninsula. And that's very important because it's going to set up the stage for some lift and some available energy, and that'll provide the chance at rain. Now, it's not until Monday. Now, tomorrow morning, if you're heading out, here's just another look at some temperatures expected tomorrow morning. 22 in Fredericksburg, below freezing in Rock Springs. And some of the clouds may actually hang on, especially in our southwestern counties, near Maverick County and Valverde County. If you are underneath the clouds tomorrow morning, you'll actually stay a tad warmer. Not a whole lot. It'll still be cold, right? Middle 30s, but the clouds will actually keep you from losing heat compared to areas that are mostly clear. So you can see kind of the dividing line of cloud cover tomorrow morning, mostly out west towards Eagle Pass, but anywhere around San Antonio, the Metro, Seguin, Floresville, Pleasanton, likely going to dip down to about 32 and below for a couple hours. Now that's tomorrow, and for the rest of your Saturday, it looks great, sunny and highs near 53. But here comes our next system Monday morning, and with it, some light rain to start out Monday. And then Monday afternoon, we may see a few embedded heavy downpours, but it's certainly not going to be a lot. It looks like towards the southeastern coast of Texas, they may get in on some more action. It looks like towards Port Aransas and Matagorda Bay, they could pick up on a little bit more than a half an inch of rainfall. But notice how fast the system moves out. It's out by Tuesday morning, Tuesday night. And it leaves us with some rain. You can see the forecast for, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. In terms of rainfall, it's not a lot. Maybe a tenth, I would say, on average for San Antonio, which is certainly not what we need. But anywhere east of Bexar County towards I-10 and towards Houston, you run into higher rain totals with more conducive environment out east. But it looks like anywhere near Gonzales could pick up to about 3/4 of an inch of rain. Around San Antonio, a tenth to a quarter on average. and areas out west, a little less than 100th, maybe a 10th of an inch if they are lucky. All right, 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, great. If you have plans outdoors, the winds will be light, 5 to 10. Highs, though, cold. We should be around 64 this time of year, despite it being the coldest month and coldest time of the year. But we'll actually be colder than that, 53 tomorrow, 52 on Sunday. So we stay in the 50s all weekend long for afternoon highs. And then Monday comes that next chance at rain. Now, it looks like really just in the morning for some rain, and towards the evening it backs off. Matter of fact, we may see some clearing skies and some sunshine by the latter half of your Monday. Rebounding temperatures, but not by much, still below average on Tuesday. And then our next chance at rain on Thursday. If anyone has any questions on any travel forecasts or what the weather's looking like in Houston, Austin, Dallas, just let me know. I'll be on here for the next couple minutes answering questions and giving you guys any updates on the weather and just the temperatures expected overnight. Again, going to be cold. Right now it's already at 41, middle 30s across the hill country. And here's one forecast model. Again, fast moving temperatures overnight, cooling by about 3 a.m., already pretty much at freezing. And then tomorrow morning, 7, 8 a.m., likely around 30 to 32 in San Antonio. Again, I do think this forecast model, it's being really hesitant on how cold it's going to get. It should be about 30 to 29 in San Antonio, and the hill country areas do look about right. Probably about 21 to 22 for Fredericksburg, 25 to 26 for Bernie. Very cold overnight. Don't forget the pets, the plants, the pipes. If you're in the hill country, cover the pipes just because of the amount of time you'll spend sub-freezing. San Antonio, again, 3 to 4 hours, should not do a big number on pipes. It's really out in the hill country where temperatures could be below freezing for more than 6 to 8 hours. Again, anywhere north, northwest of Bernie across the hill country. And here's kind of a general look at that. Easier to understand with this particular map. 6+ hours for Kerrville, Fredericksburg, Rock Springs, 3 at least, and 5 at max for San Antonio. And the overnight hours between 26 and 31. Between Del Rio, Hondo, San Antonio, Gonzales, and Austin. And then farther south, it will still stay cold, but, you know, not as cold as, you know, northwestern counties into the hill country. Again, tomorrow's forecast, great, good looking, 53 to 54. And then by tomorrow evening, clouds will roll back in, but it is not going to be, you know, rainy. It's just going to be cloudy by about 6, 7 p.m. after sunset. Matter of fact, sunsets are officially past 6 o'clock as of earlier a few days ago, I think. Today's sunset was at 6:03, but it gives you an idea that days are getting longer, so that is the good news. Clear out there right now, and you know, the closest rain probably out in the southeastern United States, Florida, Carolinas, Georgia, off the coast of Louisiana, but you know, none of this is severe. It's really just a winter storm that's starting to take shape across this part of the country near Raleigh. I-40 towards Cincinnati and towards also the eastern seaboard of the United States. All right, 7-day forecast one more time before I log off. Best chance at rain Monday, another chance, very small chance on Thursday. Stay warm tomorrow morning. We're expecting about 28 around San Antonio. Again, it said 32 on that one forecast model, but it is being hesitant on how cold it's really going to get tomorrow morning. Mostly clear at first, and then clouds do roll back in by tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. They stay locked in for Sunday, and then a few showers start to materialize on Monday as that one disturbance rolls in. And you can see on this forecast model, it starts to move in by about, you know, sunrise Monday, moves fast over the area, but will provide lift and something to keep rain chances high and a few isolated heavy downpours. Certainly possible Monday evening, but backs off by Monday night and moves off by Tuesday. So that is the good news. Sunny skies for tomorrow and Tuesday, rain chance on Monday and Thursday, and then kind of a roller coaster of things as we go into next week.